It is the biggest commitment to date to help rebuild homes in Henryville. The National Association of Christian Churches plans to rebuild 100 homes over the next 2 years. It is free for uninsured or underinsured families, and officials say those families will own the new home. The organization is working with City Impact Group to provide the material, money, and manpower. This same group built more than 60 homes following the Tuscaloosa, Alabama tornado last year. The pastor of Henryville Community Church will facilitate the project here. He's already identified the first 15 families.
It's hard to
Former Louisville Police Chief Robert White's son can avoid spending any time in jail if he stays out of trouble. A judge today said if Robert C. White abides by the terms of his probation for the next 5 years, he will not have to go to jail. White pleaded guilty to assault and wanton endangerment charges in January. He was accused of repeatedly beating his wife while the two were driving and threatening to kill her and her family. His wife filed an emergency protection order against him. His father, Robert White, is now the chief of the Denver Police Department.
An emotional day for families whose children died after being bullied. The parents spoke to legislators in Frankfort today. They pushed the lawmakers to pass House Bill 336 out of committee. It requires a comprehensive definition of bullying and protects students no matter their race, religion, gender, or sexual orientation.
This happened to my son.
Kentucky may be one of the nation's top tobacco-producing states, but lawmakers just took the first steps to ban smoking in public here. A state house panel voted to stop people from lighting up inside workplaces, jails, and bars and restaurants. The bill also prohibits smoking in private homes if those residences are used for child or adult daycare. The Kentucky Chamber of Commerce endorsed the proposal, which now goes to the full House for consideration. If your lawnmower or weed whacker starts sputtering this week, it may have something to do with where you filled the tank. Marathon Petroleum is working to get hundreds of gallons of gas flushed from its filling stations throughout the area. The company issued a voluntary advisory after samples showed too much ethanol in its fuel mixtures. Reps say this affects smaller engines, not cars. If you bought gas at a Speedway or Marathon between March 3rd and March 9th, this affects you.
It's incredibly tough competition to get one of the new jobs at GE, and union leaders say the company has more than 8,000 of the 10,000 applications it's taking for just 230 positions. That comes in the first day you could apply online. The jobs will support new products being made at Appliance Park in Louisville. Job seekers woke up early this morning to apply at Kentuckiana Works offices. The rush of online applicants crashed the system.
A man trying to cross Preston Highway was hit by a car and killed this morning. It happened around 6:30 near the intersection of Blue and Okolona. 59-year-old Michael Heinrich died before crews could rush him to the hospital. He lived in an apartment nearby. Police do not expect to charge the driver. Preston Highway was closed to traffic for about 2 hours.
New Albany police busted a man after they uncovered a meth lab in his house late last night. And they say they have proof that 37-year-old William Osborne was behind it. They say he was in the process of making the drugs at his home on East 13th Street when they arrested him. Osborne is now at the Floyd County Jail, charged with manufacturing a controlled substance.
A third check from a Henryville family was just found more than 100 miles away. A woman was walking her dog in Grove City and came across a check from Henryville. That's about 170 miles away. It's believed the check may have been carried by last month's tornadoes that devastated Henryville and other southern Indiana communities. The $10 check, dated 1982, is made out to cash and signed. A check from the same family dated 1980 was found in Jamestown, and one dated 1984 was found outside Cincinnati.
We are covering all the NCAA action today. First, though, a letter being sent home at Western High School students after a bomb threat. School officials say the note was found in a school restroom today. Students were evacuated and police and a dog searched the school but found nothing. Officials will continue to investigate and say whoever is responsible for the hoax will be punished. And remember, it's been 2 weeks since an EF2 tornado ripped through Hardin County. This mobile home was destroyed by the storm, and people are helping to tear down a trailer for an elderly couple who owned it. They didn't have insurance.
Well, they're looking for a trailer to move in here, but like I said, their finances are on a fixed income.
Residents say they are frustrated that a disaster declaration was not awarded to Hardin County after FEMA's visit. Hardin County Emergency Management says one business was destroyed along with 33 homes. No one was injured.
Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear is making sure insurance companies don't take advantage of those hit hardest by those deadly tornadoes. He signed an executive order preventing companies from canceling policies or changing rates until at least April 15th. The order, which affects just people in storm-ravaged communities, also requires insurance companies to allow more time for people to pay their premiums for health, life, and property insurance. Police in southern Indiana find up to $20,000 worth of marijuana in what they call one of the most elaborate grow operations they've seen. Police lined the sidewalk with what they found inside the Clarksville apartment, along with about 25 marijuana plants. James Tyler is facing several charges, including cultivating marijuana. Police were tipped off from a confidential source. Detectives say the odor of marijuana was so strong it almost knocked you down.
It's very
A community that felt neglected after the March 2nd tornadoes is seeing quite a bit of progress. Destroyed homes have been torn apart and cleared away. In just 1 month's time, we've seen heavily forested areas cleaned up. Pekin, Indiana has had a steady stream of volunteers thanks to organizations like the National Relief Network. A group of students from Michigan chose to help out on their spring break. Many had never seen tornado damage before and were amazed at the damage.